So now I'm going to be showing you guys how to teach your dog a retrieve. This is the quickest, easiest way I think you can teach your dog a retrieve without your dog running off with the ball or the toy, and you can maintain control, and you can quickly teach your dog that bringing a toy back to you is more rewarding than running off with it. Retrieve's a great game. It's a great game for getting rid of your dog's energy. Obviously he has to run. He doesn't have to run, but he usually wants to run to get the ball, and then he'll run to bring the ball back to you as well. And because your dog's coming back to you, that means you're going to have great control. You know that when you send your dog away to get the ball, that he's more than likely going to bring it back to you. So this is a great game for keeping control of your dog when you're outdoors with him. A high energy dog like Sydney loves playing this game. And when you have a working dog, you know, they're used to retrieving. Pointers, spaniels, these kind of dogs, they're used to, you know, doing a job for their owner when they're out on a walk. And if you can find a job that the dog likes, that keeps him next to you and you can control with a toy, then it means that he's not going to be as likely to be off looking for pheasants or squirrels or rabbits and creating his own kind of fun and chasing things that are going to take him away from you. Yeah, so this course is all about you enjoying your dog a little bit more, you doing things with your dog, interacting with him in a way, and retrieve is a great way to do that. So the easiest way to teach the retrieve is to keep your dog on a lead. As we said before, you want to use even indoors. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to teach a retrieve by using a lead, and you'll see that I maintain much better control over Sydney when I'm using the lead than I would if he didn't have it on. And the other thing that you need is two toys. You need two toys that your dog likes or loves. Preferably loves. Sydney loves balls. We've got two balls that are pretty identical. They might smell a little bit different, but they look the same. They're from the same manufacturer. And the reason why you want to keep the items the same is usually the dog is going to prefer one over the other. For whatever reason, best known and only known to the dog is going to prefer one of the toys. So if you have two toys the same, then all that makes the toys different is what you do with the toys and how you yourself interact with your dog with the toys. And you'll see in a moment exactly what I mean, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of the balls over this side, and then Sydney's going to go and get the ball, and then I'm going to make this ball, the ball that I'm holding, more interesting to Sydney by using a squeaky voice, by bouncing it, by rolling around, throwing it in the air, up in the air and catching it, or even getting on the floor and showing Sydney the ball as well. And what will probably happen is Sydney will drop the other ball and he'll come to me, or he'll drop the ball and come to me, or he'll come to me with the ball in his mouth. And as soon as Sydney drops the ball, then I'm going to throw the other ball for him. And that tells Sid, and you'll be telling your dog, that when they drop the ball, that means that they're going to get another ball. So let's do the first part of the exercise. So I'm going to drop the ball. When Sydney gets the ball, I'll go the other side and I'll call him towards me, showing him the ball that I'm holding. And then as soon as he drops the ball or he comes towards me, then I'm going to give him the other ball that I'm holding, and then I'll retrieve the other one. And this is the easy way to start teaching your dog to come back to you and to do a retrieve as well. Leave it. Okay, get it, go on. Good boy, come on. Yay, good boy. Come on. Yay! So as soon as the ball gets dropped, then Sydney gets the other ball. That's a good boy. What's this? Yay! Good boy! Good boy! Grabbing it out of my hand. There's a good lad. So Sydney's quite a fast dog. You keeping up with this, Alex? Sydney's quite a fast dog, but you can see the idea, yeah? And we play this game outdoors as well. You know, you can play it with safe sticks, Kong safe sticks, if your dog likes those. Again, make sure they're similar. They don't necessarily need to be the same color, but certainly same size, shape, texture, because your dog will naturally prefer to grab one or the other. So you want to be, if you're outdoors, you could throw the ball a little way. I wouldn't throw it too far, but throw the ball a little way. Then when your dog goes to get it, then you can call him towards you. And even if he drops the ball a few times, you know, don't worry about it. You just want to get your dog into the rhythm of going away, coming back, going away, coming back. And then in time, you'll be able to teach him to hold on to the ball a little bit better. This is why it's a great idea to do a mini dog audit and find out the kind of toys that your dog likes. Because if your dog prefers, you know, soft toys, cuddly toys, then you could quite easily play retrieve games with those instead. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a ball, or you could use hard toys. You could even use Kongs. empty ones probably, or you could use Kongs with a little bit of food in the bottom. You could throw one of the Kongs and let your dog go and get it, and then shove a little treat in one of them and put it on the floor for him when he comes back and brings it back to you. And in time, if you try and tap into and find out exactly what it is that your dog likes carrying around the house and what he doesn't mind having in his mouth anyway, that's the thing that you should be using, you know. If your dog only likes Kongs, don't start using tennis balls, or don't be disappointed and frustrated when he doesn't bring the tennis balls back. Yes, far easier for you to tap into your dog's interests, the things that he already likes holding, eating and playing with, to use those to interact with your dog a little bit better. So we'll just recap that one more time. So you're going to drop or throw the toy for your dog, encourage your dog to go and get it. When your dog gets the toy, then you encourage him to come back towards you. If he doesn't drop the toy that he's holding, then you can just make a big fuss with the toy that you're holding. You know, you can tell him how wonderful it is, roll it around, chuck it up and down, make a squeaky voice, get your dog more interested in the toy that you've got, and eventually he will probably drop that toy. Then straight away you throw the other one, and as you'll see when we do the tug game in a moment, your dog is going to quickly learn that, you know, him bringing the toy back to you doesn't mean that's the end of the game. Yeah, that means something else fun happens as well. And that's the trick to training your dog, really. And training your dog any kind of game is to get him to think that something else good is going to happen. And then but once you have your dog's attention, once you've got your dog's focus, and once he's looking at you more, once he's into the game and he's enjoying the game a lot more, then you can start asking him to do more things for you. So you could ask him to do a sit or a down before you throw the toy for him. That's a good boy. Sit, spin, good boy. Yeah, and all these different things, these are all just little connections that you're making with your dog. What a good boy, what a good boy. And you're getting your dog, sit, down. Good boy. Good boy. Here, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this, Sydney? Yay! Eventually he drops the ball and then he's allowed to go and get the other one. Clever boy, Sid. And because I'm using the lead, because I've got a lead on Sydney, but I'm prepared to drop the lead as well when I need to, when he's going to run away, to get something back for me. Yeah, but this gives me great control because if, as sometimes happens with Sydney, and it might happen with your dog, when he gets a toy, he doesn't bring it back, well, that's where the long lead comes in, yeah? Because you encourage your dog to bring the toy back. If he doesn't, then you just kind of reel him in. You could use a treat as well to reward him with once you get him back, and then you take the toy off your dog and throw the other toy for him. And even dogs who don't like bringing toys back, you'll quickly be able to teach your dog through using guided learning like this, where you don't allow him to run away with the toy. You quickly teach your dog that it's more pleasurable for him to bring the toy back to you than it is for him to keep it himself. And you can really quickly teach any dog who doesn't like bringing something back that it's more fun to bring the toy back, because he can get rid of more energy, he gets more opportunities to run, and you guide all this with the way that you interact with the dog, and the facial expressions that you use, and how interesting you make the toy, and the voice that you use, and the way that you get your dog wagging his tail and looking at you and moving around the floor. And this is the thing that's going to get the dog more interested in you when you take him to the park, and it's going to give you more control, so you can eventually allow him to have more off-leash exercise. So that's how I would teach a retrieve. 2 toys exactly the same, and using a long lead to keep control of the dog. And that's how you should teach a retrieve with your dog too.